Hi, this is Living Newfoundland and Labrador. I'm Krista Radovsky with your guide to better living. Today we're going into Coochie Coo, which is a great boutique for moms, dads, and babies. On today's show, we're going to talk about a great way to carry around your baby in a sling. We're also going to talk about how to repair a flat tire on your car, and Erin Sully has tips on making your house look fantastic to potential buyers. Stay with us for all that and more.
Looking all around me, loving everything that I see. I'm living.
On today's Living Newfoundland and Labrador, getting the most out of a quick meal from the salad bar. A certified nutritionist shows us how. Erin Sully's been checking out tips to making your house look better when you go to sell. And the rubber hits the road when we show you the best and safest way to change a tire on your car. First up, one of the newest ways to hold on to your newborn child is actually one of the oldest. It's a simple sling made of fabric. Michelle Lester of Coochie Coo put together this guide of a great way to hold on to your baby. We have in our hands baby slings. So tell me why you think this is a great investment for a new mom.
Well, it's economical, really. For $50, you can invest in a great sling that can do you up until your child is 3 or 4 years old. You can just take it and throw it in your purse. It's easy to carry with you, and it's great for bonding with the baby, too.
Now, there's also research that shows that this is really good for fussy babies. Why is that?
It is. If you think about a baby, where they came from at infancy is upside down and really squished up. So when I see a mom come in with an infant, it's amazing. They could be crying and kind of really fussy, and as soon as they go back into that squished up position again, close to the mom, can hear the mom's breathing and heartbeat, it's really almost an instant calming effect for the baby. It's great.
Amazing.
Yeah. This one is called a pouch sling, and it's just one piece of material, as you can see. So you just take it, fold it in half, simple like that, and then it just goes over your shoulder.
Okay. All right, so we have our little doll baby here. Come here, little baby.
So this is
oh,
our
you're so
little
cute.
demo doll, an 8-pound demo doll. So when you have your infant at home, again, you might want to try it a couple of times with the help of a friend, but basically it's just holding onto their bottom, their legs are crossed. Again, this is the deepest part of your sling. You want to put the baby's bum down in that area right there. It is a tight fit, but they do like the closeness. Their legs are crossed, the head is supported up here at the top, and I have the fabric pulled up inside to create that pouch. It's a nice fit because it's right at the belly button level. You want your pouch to fit about right here. You don't want it to be too low that it's dragging on your back, but right here you can nurse your infant. It's perfect.
Wow, and it's beautiful too.
Yeah, really
Gorgeous
nice fabrics. There's a lot of different fabrics available now, and they're really fashionable. This is great for an older baby of 6 months plus, once they can really sit up on their own. It's called the hip carry, and as you can see here, we've got her little legs, one outside of this mom's hip and the other on the opposite side in the back here. You just want to make sure that the legs are a little bit elevated and their knees are bent. They're almost like little frogs, if you can imagine. And also, Cheryl has the fabric stretched right across her back for full support. And this piece of fabric really needs to come over your shoulder again for that support across your back, so you're not leaning into it. And right here, if we had this piece of fabric down, she might find that the baby comes forward a little bit. To fix that, you just need to stretch this fabric across once, and that brings the baby closer to you. So it really needs to be comfortable for mom and baby.
This must be great for shopping or just for walking around the house.
Can you imagine? You can do anything. The limit really is only your common sense and safety. So if you're bending down, you're holding onto your baby while you're bending down. You don't want to be, of course, holding onto a hot liquid with the baby in your arms, but it's just the same common sense as if you had a baby in your arms. Just that your arms are free to do other stuff. Great for moms with another toddler running around the house too, or a couple of toddlers running around, because they're able to kind of just, go about their thing and have their baby close to them. And like I said, when the baby's close and hears mom's heartbeat and has that calming effect, it's really a great bonding tool.
To get yourself a baby sling, Coochie Coo is located in the Waterford Valley Mall in St. John's. That's near the corner of Topsail Road and Burgeo Street. During this commercial break, John and I are just going to play here at Coochie Coo. Stay with us, we've got lots more living. Get the most bang for your spruce it up buck. Aaron Sully has tips on giving your home more curbside appeal. Changing your car tires can be almost as easy as changing your mind. We'll show you how. And our pet columnist, Gita Carney, will be here with her guide to training your dog better and have more fun. All that and a lot more. Stay right here. Want to keep playing? Okay. Here we go. Doo-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo. I'm coming to get you.
Looking all around me.
Welcome back to Living Newfoundland and Labrador. I'm Krista Radowski. This is Cy, the police officer, and still to come on today's show. A self-serve salad bar is a great place to get great food. We'll have a guide to making a proper meal of it. And changing a car tire doesn't have to be a daunting task. We'll have an expert show you how. If you're selling your home, you know it's all about first impressions and curb appeal. Our VJ Aaron Sully checked in with home stager Kristen Sweetland to get tips on making your house sparkle.
Having curb appeal can really give you great benefits, especially when it increases the value of your house. Now you can do anything from repaving your driveway or planting a few flowers. But we're going to check out and see what Kristen's doing because she can guide us through the whole process.
The very first thing you should do is clean. It's just as important on the outside as it is on the inside of your house. Clean your windows inside and out, touch up your gutters, and also pressure wash any decks or fencings that might look a little worse for wear. Breathe new life into them. An important thing to think about when you're thinking about curb appeal is keeping your lawn nice and manicured, whether it's small or large. This lawn here is a bit overgrown, so we want to trim it down, get it nice and cut, and keep it nice and manicured to invite people into this house. It's important after you mow the lawn to make sure that you rake up all the extra grass and clippings. Want to make sure that it's nice and clean and neat and tidy.
So what should people do with, I guess, all the garden tools and stuff they have lying around the house?
It's really important to clean that up. Get rid of your garbage pails, any children's toys, gardening tools, anything like that that you might have lying around your garden. Just pack it away, tuck it in the shed, get it out of sight so that people can't see it when they approach your house.
What about your overgrown flower beds and your walkways?
Those are just as important as well. You need to declutter those just like you declutter your house.
Okay.
That means weeding.
Which everybody loves to do.
Exactly. Along with cleaning, touching up the paint makes a big difference as well. Anywhere where the paint might be flaking off or looking a bit old, it's a good idea to touch that up. It also helps to add to the overall clean look of your home.
And of course you can never go wrong with flowers.
No, you can never go wrong. They're beautiful, they're fragrant, and they add life and color to the front of your home.
Okay, so well, let's go do it. I think we did a pretty good job. What do you think?
Yeah, I think it looks great.
Yeah, good going. High five.
All right, good job.
And of course, you don't have to be selling your house to think about improving its curb appeal. If you'd like tips on refreshing your house, contact Kristen Sweetland. Strange as this may sound, not everything classified as salad makes for great nutrition. In this living guide, nutritionist Maria Thomas fills up her plate and shows us the best way to make a healthy lunch for yourself at the salad bar.
There was a time when eating at the deli used to be high in fat, used to be a lot of salty foods, but now there's a lot more options. You can get different kinds of grains, you can get healthy low-fat protein, and that's what we're going to talk about today. An ideal lunch has a bit of protein, some grains, some whole grains, and fruit and or vegetables, and that's what you want to think of when you're putting your lunch together. When you have more of a balanced meal, typically your energy levels are going to be better. So I'm going to start with greens. And the reason I like to start with the greens is because I want to make sure I get them on my plate. It's very easy to start with the rice or the protein and then not have enough space in my dish for the veggies. And this is definitely what I want to get into my plate. And now we have a variety of some chopped fresh fruit. Often clients will say to me that they don't eat fruit not because they don't like it, but just because it's inconvenient. But here it's nice, it's easy, it's ready for you. Sure, it might cost a little bit more if it's already cut, but at the same time, you're going to eat it. It's a nice investment in your health. Red peppers actually have vitamin C, and vitamin C is great for health. Broccoli is probably one of the #1 vegetables. They help fight cancer. They're great for cardiovascular health or heart health. All right, so here I've got my veggies and some fruit. And next, we're gonna have some grains. Here, this is a kamut salad. So I'm gonna take a little bit of that. You might not make this at home as well, and so again, it's a great way to try some new foods. And this one right here is quinoa. Quinoa is a common grain in the South American diet, and it actually is loaded with protein. So it's a great addition to your diet, especially if you're vegetarian. It's another way to get a little bit more protein into your diet. There's also some other sources of protein. There's boiled eggs, there's some tuna there as well. Might be a little bit of mayonnaise in it, so maybe don't have too much of that. But there's also some lean chicken. So that's also a nice option if you want to add some more protein. And then they also have a mix of soy nuts and pumpkin seeds and sesame seeds over there as well. So that's another great option to just add some extra protein, some healthy fat, and it'll just keep you going and help you feel more satisfied. Typically salad dressing, that's a creamy type of salad dressing, has about 80 calories, we'll say, per tablespoon. So just pay attention to how much you use because it adds up fast. The salad itself, 5 calories. The dressing, 80. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna have a balsamic vinegar and olive oil mix. Keep in mind that even though it's olive oil, it's still straight fat, so the calories will add up. The benefit of the balsamic vinegar is that it's flavorful, but it's also low in calories. So there's only 15 calories in a tablespoon of this stuff versus 120 calories in a tablespoon of the oil. So this is what I'm going to use more of. Because I want to mix the oil and the vinegar together, I'm going to put a lid on and shake it up. And we'll just pour it on. So you can go to a deli and just choose a variety of foods. Get some greens, have some grains on there, and some fruits and vegetables, and it's balanced. And your body will thank you for it.
If you have any more questions, there are certified nutritionists available for consultation in many of the larger grocery stores. And independent nutritionist Beverly Wareham has an office on Dundas Street in St. John's. This stuff is so cute! Coming up at Coochie Coo when we come back. Car guy Tom Jackson of TJ's Place is going to show you how to change a tire.
I'm Geeta Narkadi, and my dog Lucy and I love to play. She loves all the running and drooling, but I have a hidden agenda.
You don't want to miss it. We'll see you in a minute.
Looking all around me.
Welcome back to Living Newfoundland and Labrador. John and I are just going for a walk. Say hi, John. Hi. Hi. Your guide to living better. Still to come. A good tug of war can be a way for your old dog to learn new tricks. Our living pet columnist Geeta Nadkarni shows us how to get the most out of playtime. But first, have you ever been driving down a road in the middle of nowhere and found out you had a flat tire? Maybe you're out of cell phone range and maybe you can't even remember that roadside assistance phone number. We went to repair shop owner Tom Jackson to get this guide to repairing that flat tire yourself. And he says it's not all that hard.
Welcome to my shop, TJ's Place in St. John's, Newfoundland. Nice fall day today. Nice day to tell you all about how to change a tire and the dangers involved and why we don't recommend everyone to do it, but sometimes you're stuck on the road and things gotta be done. Now we happen to be on a nice flat surface here, so we're already one step ahead. So let's open the trunk, and there we have what they call a dummy spare. Also speed is an issue, and we don't recommend that you go more than 60 to 100 kilometers an hour with a spare. Each car is a little different how they've fastened the spare down in the wheel well. They all have little tricks, and again, this is probably not the time to familiarize yourself with all these things. So the next step is to make sure that you can loosen the lugs before you even jack up the car. Like most screw procedures, unscrewing a tire is always counterclockwise. So that's loose, and this one is loose. So now that you know that you can actually remove the tire, let's see if the jack works, and let's see if we can get it up in the air. So now that it's up in the air, let's move back to the tire. So once the studs are removed, again, this is very dangerous here. Make sure you put your hands in a place where hopefully, if the car does fall off the jack, you won't be in harm's way. Again, it's a good idea not to have the car up in the air for too long. So as quick as you can, put on your spare, and keep your hands out of harm's way. And once you've got 2 lugs on, then you know you're almost there. So once they're all tight, then you can let the car down again. So a third of a turn, the last one. There you go. You've changed your tire, you're out of harm's way. But please, remember all the dangers involved, and remember that you've only done this just to get you to the nearest garage so they can look at your tire and help you get out of this predicament.
If you'd like car advice, call Tom Jackson at TJ's Place. We all know how dogs live as part of the family, and like other family members, they want to spend quality time with us in a lively game of fetch or tug of war. Pet columnist Geeta Nadkarni shows us how fun and games can be a learning experience too.
Dogs have a hard life, don't they? No, really, think about it. All the stuff they have to learn, like how to speak our language, what is appropriate to pee on and what's not, to chew or not to chew. But how do you get all of this information into this furry little head? Simple. You play. Right, Lou? Come on, baby. Now everyone learns faster when they're happy and engaged, and Lucy is no exception. So I use games to teach her useful skills, like staying on command. First I get her to lie down, then I hold on to her and throw the ball. I give her the release command at the same time as I let her go. Fuzzy! A few repetitions of this will help Lucy understand that staying and listening to me makes the fun continue. And what she wants more than anything else in the world is for me to throw the ball again. But you can use treats if that's what your dog prefers. Another game beloved by dog lovers and dogs alike is tug of war. I use it to teach Lucy to share things that are precious to her. The most important command here is the release command. Let it go. Let it go. You're so good. You're so... The reward? Continuing the game or playing tug of war with another toy. Now never tug too hard on the toy. It can damage your animal's teeth and jaws. Just hold on and let the dog do most of the work. Growling is normal and part of play. Snapping or nipping is not. And this is not a game that you should play with an aggressive or possessive dog. But most canines will figure out quite quickly that it takes 2 to tug. And if they don't give up the toy, You'll simply ignore them and the fun will end. Good girl. Take it. Yeah, good girl. Another great trick is the take it or leave it game. It teaches your dog to drop foods that you don't want him to eat. Now it's really simple. You take a treat in your hand, make a fist, and hold it in front of your dog's face. And you tell her, leave it. See, Lucy knows this part. Good girl, take it. There you go. Now what this teaches the dog is that it's good to listen to you and to wait because she is rewarded and it's fun. So what you can do is once your dog starts learning, you can have an open fist and say, leave it. Good girl, take it. You can make the game more challenging by having your fist open, by using yummier treats, by extending the wait times, and perhaps putting a treat on the ground. Leave it, Lucy, leave it. And sometimes we're just not there yet. Right, Lucy? Yeah? Come on, sweetie. We're done for the day. We're all out of treats. Yes, we are. Now, if you ever get to a point where either you or your dog is frustrated, it's time to slow the pace of the game because training should always be fun. And that way you can make your dog work as hard as you like and she'll think it's a game. Right, Lou? Come on, baby. Good girl.
For more information, go on to our website, www.cbc.ca/livingnl. Tomorrow on Living Newfoundland and Labrador. Benny Malone of Wonderbolt Circus gives us a juggling lesson. Have you got a story idea for us? Whether it's something you'd like to learn about or maybe you have your own guide you can share. We'd love to hear from you. Check out our website page. You can also watch earlier shows and enter our contests, all on cbc.ca/livingnl. That's all for today's Guide to Living Better. I'm Krista Radofsky. Thanks so much for joining us at Coochie Coo on Topsail Road. See you tomorrow. And so, are you going to school this year?
Next year.
But preschool?
Yeah, I go preschool this year.
Yeah, tell me how you feel about preschool.
Well, good.
Mm-hmm.
And there was lots and lots of children there.
Mm-hmm.
Lots and lots.
Is it scary?
Oh, no.
No. Is it fun?
Yeah.
Yeah.